Good morning, this is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and you're listening to Coffee with Kris, the time of the day where we share a cup of coffee and share a bit of the Word of God. All right, today is our Monday portion. This is our second aliyah, our second sidra of our Torah portion called Pekudei, which means accounts. And this portion is taken from Exodus chapter 39, verses 2 through 21, but we're going to be focusing on verses 8 through 14. But before we do, I want to remind you of Proverbs 31. I don't know about you, but I read a proverb a day. And so, through a month, I can get through the entire book of Proverbs. And Proverbs 31 is all about the Proverbs 31 woman. And it talks about how this Proverbs 31 woman, all the characteristics and all the traits that make up this Proverbs 31 woman, this ideal wife, this ideal woman. And it says in there in the King James that her price is far above rubies. They compare the Proverbs 31 woman with rubies, a precious gem. And I tell you, there's nothing more striking than a red ruby. It has a red that you just can't duplicate with paint, that you just can't duplicate with a crayon or a marker. It's just very special and very unique. And in Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 9, God tells the prophet Ezekiel, look, these people you're going to are stubborn. But you need to be more stubborn than they are. You got to double down on your stubbornness. You've got to make your forehead like a diamond. A diamond. A diamond is the hardest gem known to man. It's so hard and so durable it could cut glass. And the way it was created is just amazing. A soft piece of coal that you can crumble in your hand, that you could burn up with a match, is in the ground, and the pressure, the intense pressure of the ground squeezes that carbon into a diamond, and I think that's just amazing. And in Revelation chapter 21, it talks about the New Jerusalem, and it talks about the foundations of the cities being made of 12 precious gems, and these 12 precious gems represent the 12 disciples or the 12 apostles, which I think is really amazing. And this harkens back to what we're about to read here in Exodus chapter 39, verses 8 through 14. It says, "He made the breastplate, the work of a skillful craftsman, like the work of an ephod of gold, blue, purple, scarlet, and finely twisted linen. It was square and folded double, a span long and a span wide. They mounted it with 4 rows of stones. A row of ruby, topaz, and emerald were the first row. In the second row, there was turquoise, a sapphire, and a diamond." Wow, those are some pretty precious gems and some pretty amazing pictures in your head of these vibrant, brilliant colors that these gems are giving off. Verse 12, it says, the third row was jacinth, and agate, and amethyst. And the fourth row were a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They were enclosed in fittings of gold within their settings. The stones corresponded to the names of Bnei Israel, the children of Israel, like the engravings of a signet ring, or of signet seal, each one according to its name for the 12 tribes. So you have 12 tribes, you have 12 apostles. You have 12 stones on the breastplate that represent the 12 tribes. You have 12 precious stones representing the 12 apostles that were the foundation of the New Jerusalem. So basically, my point is that each tribe represents a person, a stone on the breastplate. And the point is, we are not just a mass of carbon, H2O, and other elements. We are made in the image of God. Therefore, we are unique and we are special. And just as no two gemstones are alike, just as no two snowflakes are alike, no two human beings, no two souls are identical or alike. We're all unique and all precious. And when these stones are cut and when these stones are fashioned and set in their place, it's just totally unique. One gemstone is not like the other. Even the cuts are different. Even the cuts show off a different radiance from each other. So we are not just a number to God. We are not just, there's just another human being, same old, same old. No, we are His precious treasure. We are like precious gems in the eyes of God, each and every one of us. And you know what? It doesn't matter if a gem gets tarnished. You can always cut a stone and polish a stone up to make it shine and be as brilliant as never before. And maybe you are a diamond in the rough, as they say, and you're going through troubles and trials and tribulations in your life. Look at this as God cutting the stone, polishing the stone, and making you more brilliant and resilient than ever before. So Exodus 19:5 says, "If you listen closely to my voice and keep my commandment, you will be my own treasure from among all peoples." Did you catch that? God is always alluding to his people as his treasure, as his precious stones, as his precious gems. If you listen closely to my voice and keep my command, or my covenant, you will be my own treasure among all peoples. We are such a precious jewel to God that he gave his only son in order to have us. His son's blood paid a ransom for us. We're so valuable, so precious to him, just like a precious jewel, a precious gem. He gave his son as a ransom so he could get us. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Glad you're joining me this morning. Hope you have a great week. Hope God blesses your week. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I pray. And go out there and have a great week. Shalom, and God bless.